What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got some Destiny 2 news and updates for the game. And starting out, Bungie fix yet more issues with Festival's spectral pages. And they also clarify how some event weapons work and possible future updates. And additionally, they clarify changes to season triumphs, as well as confirming future nerfs to some linear fusion rifles. But additionally today, we also have some extra details now on the upcoming Fallen event this season, with various Elixir Quarter upgrades, hidden reward packages, and more, which we'll see as part of the community event. So we've got a few things to cover in today's video, and as always, if you guys enjoy this one, feel free to drop a rating down below. But now let's get into it. And starting out, we should talk about bugs, issues, and updates from Bungie. We did get a new hotfix this week to address a few issues in Festival of the Lost. But following that hotfix, Bungie Help said they're investigating the re-emergence of an issue causing spectral pages not to manifest, which is the same bug that we saw last week at the launch of Festival. But they later updated and said that the issue has been resolved and players should now be able to successfully convert spectral pages to manifested pages. So that's a good one if you're continuing to work on Festival stuff for the year. It's worth noting as well that they reduced the number of headless ones needed to be defeated in Lost Sectors for the One of Many triumph, and there were some additional updates to the event card. Also, someone asked DMG if the horror story bug was being fixed, and DMG said that the team is looking to address issues, but to set expectations, horror story should not be expected to drop after this is addressed, and Braytech Werewolf, Jurassic Green, and Macabre will be available with the new Origin trait. Bungie did add the Origin trait to random drops of those weapons, but it looks like we could possibly see some additional updates soon. Separate to Festival though, Bungie Help have also said that to alleviate performance issues in the tower, they're reducing the population cap to 16 players once again, and so things should be a little bit smoother for the moment. And finally, for quick updates right here, but Cool Guy said, how likely is a PvP only disable of Arbalest and Lorentz? And so DMG responded, we're not considering a PvP disable for these weapons. While we're aware of the perceived balance issues and have some changes actively being worked on, including flinch and aim assist cones, we only look to disable pieces of gear when they're impacted by severe bugs. But he finishes by saying, we hope to have additional information on future tuning within the next few weeks. And so no reason to disable them as far as Bungie is concerned, but confirmation that additional adjustments are going to be made to some of those linear fusion rifles. And again, he references flinch and aim assist cones. So it looks like we'll be getting some additional updates regarding those weapons in the coming weeks before next season. Before we talk about upcoming community event stuff this season though, after this week's reset, there appears to be some new dialogue between Ido and the Spider in the expedition missions, which reference Rasputin. This was shared by Tubanza on Twitter, so full credit to them for that. And with Rasputin and the Anna Bray story thread potentially being one that we'll see featured this year, of course there have been various teases that that's a possibility, and the speculation that it could be the theme for Season 19. The dialogue is certainly interesting and could potentially be a tease, and in case you haven't seen that dialogue in-game, here it is.
So this is where the war-mind Rasputin stockpiled its weapons, eh?
That's correct. It was once the most powerful intelligence in the Sol system, and it commanded an enormous arsenal. But after the Dark Fleet arrived, its consciousness was transferred into an engram.
Really? It must be the most valuable engram in the whole system. Priceless. Who has it now, did you say?
Next up though, a bit of a spoiler alert is necessary, but we get a few more details regarding the upcoming community event this season. And so we know there is some kind of community event related to the story of Season of Plunder that's going to launch before the end of the season, and we don't know exactly when. And there is a triumph hidden in the database related to various improvements to the Elixir Quarter, which is going to be the main objective of the event, where we'll need to donate a new currency that the Fallen can use to make improvements in return for some rewards. And the API-savvy JP Deathblade shared a few details about what we can expect to see. And initially there are a handful of community goals. These appear to actually be the Elixir Quarter improvements, but we can see initially there will be a cleanup phase. And the other goals include improving the ether tank, comforts, recruits, and then adding housing, a garden, and a town square, according to the community goals there, which are done in separate stages. And so that gives us a bit of an idea as to how the Elixir Quarter may actually change over time. But then there are a bunch of objectives for this upcoming event, including collecting captain's coins from Catch Crash and expedition activities, destination chests, lost sectors, public events, Dares of Eternity, and the King's Fall raid. And it says donate the captain's coins here at the donations chest to help Mithrax and Spider improve the Elixir Quarter. And so the donation chest will be an interface that we sort of interact with in order to engage in the event. And it looks like it may have upgrades as well. JP tweeted unlocks the ability to donate Season of Plunder map fragments to the donation chest. There's another upgrade that allows us to donate treasure coordinates, as well as destination materials, which could tie into some of those materials being adjusted in the future. And there'll be rewards as well in the form of Elixir Quarter gift boxes. So there's an upgrade that allows us to purchase one directly from the donation chest, another one that grants a chance to receive one when completing a strike or gambit, as well as one for Crucible there. And via Light GG, it looks like these various upgrades, if you like, will actually be unlocked via the community goals. So for community goal 1, the cleanup, we'll need to remove debris and improve accessibility for the Elixir Quarter, which will unlock the ability to donate Season of Plunder map fragments to the chest. Community Goal 2, where we improve the Ether Tank, will unlock the ability to donate Season of Plunder treasure coordinates, with Goal 3 unlocking the ability to donate destination materials to the donation chest. And so as the community reaches these various thresholds, we'll be given more ways to interact with that donation chest. And again, donating some destination materials which may become irrelevant next season could be pretty useful. And it teases other mechanics as well, such as being able to earn bonus captain's coins for completing strikes, Crucible and Gambit with a particular emblem equipped. And then one of those reward packages we referenced potentially will include some interesting things here. So one of the objectives lists donate 1,000 captain's coins and receive a token of appreciation from Mithrax, where rewards may include a deep sight resonance weapon, Eververse engrams, Bright Dust, and Glimmer. And so there could potentially be some decent rewards there, but we'll have to wait and see how consistently we can get good gameplay rewards like weapons versus cosmetics, Bright Dust, and stuff like that. Another reward that we do know is associated with the event is the Swashbuckler Exotic Ghost Shell, which is the exotic ghost linked to this season theme, which simply refers to the source being a Rising Tide mission, which according to objectives has some connection to this community event. And obviously the event will tie into this season's story in a unique way. Once again, as for when we can expect to see it, it's anyone's guess at the moment, but it does seem most likely that it'll drop in the final few weeks, perhaps in November before Season 19. So once again, give us any thoughts you may have down below, and credit to JP Deathblade on Twitter for sharing some of those details. I'll link his site Today in Destiny down in the description box as well, definitely an awesome one to check out. For today though guys, that is everything that we have to speak about in the video. And so as always, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and if you have, a rating below really does help us out. Be sure to get subscribed as well if you want to be kept up to date with more Destiny content, but otherwise I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you all very soon.